Hey everyone, how you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicole Concilio and welcome to the video. So today I want to do an updated foundation routine, kind of talk about like some of the products I feel like have been helping my skin out and thriving my skin for the summer months. And I kind of wanted to give an updated like hydrating foundation routine, also like what I want to use when I'm going for a more matte look and stuff like that. So I'm really excited. I haven't done like an updated foundation routine video on my channel in probably like a year and a half. So this will be exciting and definitely a kind of throwbacky video. So I'm really excited. I don't have anything in my eyebrows right now, but girl, can you look at how much they grew from like when my channel first started? Like, whew. Thank God. I also am really excited to be partnering up with Clinique for this video. They are sponsoring this video. I am so excited. Clinique has been a favorite brand of mine for such a long time, so I'm really happy to work with them on this video for you guys. And just so you guys know, not the whole thing is sponsored, just the Clinique portion. So when I am doing my foundation, I always need to apply some type of moisturizer, some type of hydrating element to my skin because I do have very dry skin, especially around my nose and my forehead region. Sometimes I do get dry patches along my cheeks. Oh, also don't mind these black Sharpie marks. I am in the process of moving and got black Sharpie on my face and can't get it off, so. So yeah, I always love to hydrate, and a lot of people ask me like how I keep my skin so fresh and clear, and it just has to do with amazing moisturizers like the Clinique one that I'm gonna be using. This is the Moisture Surge 72-hour auto replenishing hydrator. I have used so much of this, I'm literally almost out of it. My acrylic nail is like hitting the bottom. So a little bit about this product. It's a gel hydrator, which is like one of my favorite types of formulas out there. I love a nice gel texture. And the reason why it's called 72 hours is because it delivers moisture to your skin for 72 hours after applying it, even after washing your face, which is a biggie for me because every time I wash my face, I always feel like it's tight or just like raunchy and gross. So this has helped my skin so much with hydration. And you can use this under your makeup as a primer. You can use it just as a prep step, or you can even use it as like a 5-minute little facial treatment. So I'll show you how I like to apply it. Got some on the back of my finger, and I'm just going to tap all around my face and definitely focus more on the nose area since that's where I am the most dry, and also getting it on my forehead, and then I'm just going to rub everything in. Another great thing about this product is that you really don't need a lot of it. It just adds so much amazing hydration into the skin. And I even bring it down like on my brow bone. I just feel like this literally wakes me up in the morning, you know? And this is available at Clinique counters nationwide for $39. And like I said, you guys really don't need a lot of it to get the full effect of the product. So this has lasted me for about 2 months now, and I genuinely use it every single day. So you'll get a lot of use out of this. And for an extra little plumpy plump, it has hyaluronic acid and aloe water in it, which is amazing for the skin. And it infuses instant water into the skin for a refreshment. So yeah, that's why I really love this cream, and I totally recommend it. I've been using it literally every single day since I've gotten it about 2 months ago, and I just love it. For eyebrows, I'm gonna go in with the Precisely My Brow pencil. This is from Benefit, and I'm using shade number 2, and I'm just gonna start to underline my eyebrow first. And I've been really digging and liking the more messy brow. So I kind of fill it in all rambunctiously, all sparsely, because I really do just like live for a really good messy brow. And then for a little clear brow gel, I'm going in with the Milk Makeup Kush Clear Brow Gel, and I am just going to spike her up here. I feel like brushing my brow hairs upwards has dramatically changed my life, and I'm so happy. Okay, so now that our face is moisturized, brows are done, it's time for our primer. And the primer that I love the most in this entire freaking world, you guessed it, Photo Finish Primer from Smashbox. I'm going to apply a little bit. I mainly like to apply this primer in the areas where my pores are hella huge, and also on my cheeks around here, because I feel like my cheeks really suck up product. And of course, gotta get the forehead. I almost said whorehead. Okay. Also, don't mind my hair. I know it's like the most janky looking thing right now. Maybe I'll take down another piece to match the ratchetness. Ah, baby hairs. So I wanted to talk about 2 foundations. I also wanted to give an update on the ColourPop foundation because I ordered a shade that was darker because in my review, I did say to you guys, I feel like I need a darker shade or something along those lines. I got medium 110 and let me tell you, the darker shade has completely changed my opinion of it all. Like, it looks so good on my skin and it definitely is a matte foundation. So if you are looking for a matte full coverage foundation, this is your puppy. This is your go-to because I'm actually very, very, very impressed with it and I have been wearing it a lot recently and I'm so happy that I took the liberty to order a darker shade and kind of give it another chance. I still kind of feel like it's not exactly an A. Like, you know, it's not an A, but it's definitely a B plus now from a B minus. But the foundation that I've absolutely been loving, can't live without, is my Dior Forever Undercover. Now, I do know that this is a bougie foundation, but it is worth every freaking penny. Like, if you are looking for a new foundation to splurge, if you want lightweight, full coverage, just beautiful, flawless skin, this is my go-to, and it is literally almost empty. I am squeezing this puppy so hard to get the product out. Come on, you can do it. So the way I apply it is with my finger. I always start with my foundation kind of like right here and blend it out with my finger a little bit. I don't know, I feel like I need to get in the crease of my nose and I can't really do that if I don't put some foundation there. So that is why I do that. And then I just dot the rest of it on. So to blend this whole thing out, I am taking my damp beauty blender and I am blending her like so. Oh, I'm so obsessed with this foundation. It just looks so pretty. Dior really knows their foundations, let me tell you, because this is so good. And I also really love their Dior Air Flash. That is like a throwback. And then of course the forehead. Okay, so now that we have a nice even layer going on, let's do our concealer. And concealer, my ride or die currently is still the Kylie Cosmetics in the shade Pine Nut. This is, I just love this concealer so much. And the way that I like to apply it is to like use one side of the brush for one side of my face. And I kind of drag it down like so. And then flip it over to the other side like so. And I always fill in, again, the little corners of my nose because women tend to get a little bit more red in those areas. And also just for me, I feel like if I don't do that, it just looks so weird. And then I always get a little bit above the Cupid's bow, the chin, a little forehead action, and of course, down the center of the nose. For me, I always feel like I need to liquid contour. If I don't, I feel like my makeup isn't at its best prestige level. So to contour, I do go in with a Kylie Cosmetics darker concealer. This is the shade Almond, and I contour. So when you go like this and you make a little fish face or whatever you do and you find the hollows of your cheeks, I like to go with cream contour about a couple of centimeters right above, because when you blend out, it can kind of get a little bit lower than your contour line if you're using a beauty blender, and it could get a little muddy. So I always like to use cream contour above my hollows of my cheeks just to be on the safe side. And then of course, forehead contour is where it's at. Before I blend everything out with my beauty blender, I'm gonna take my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Waters and I am going to spritz my face. This is just going to help blend even more. You could do as much or as little as you want, and then just start to blend and blend out our Schnozola contour. For this contour, I typically tend to go up and down with the beauty blender so that it keeps the shape but is still blending it out in a way. And then, so you can see the side that I have been blending my concealer with, and then the other side of the beauty blender is blank per se. I use the blank side for blending out my contour, and the way I do my contour is I go back and forth and then blend upwards. I never blend down with my contour because that's when you get into that muddy territory. So always back and forth and blending up. So to set everything in place, I'm taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder and my Morphe E48 brush. I'm just going to start blending out any creasing that may have formed. And then I'm going to go in with the brush and tap it on my skin, my sides of my nose, and my smile lines, also over the contour. So the reason I do this is to, you know, we have kind of like a wet look right now. So I'm mattifying it a little bit. And also when you add your powder contour, your powder bronzer, your powder highlighter, it's gonna get so muddy if you don't have it set underneath. So that is a huge, huge part of having a flawless foundation. And I'm also going to use that same setting powder and apply it on my eyes. I use this as a shadow base for when I'm doing shadow, but we're not doing shadow right now. And then literally doing the same exact thing over here, blending out any creasing that may have formed in the meantime, and just tapping it into the skin. And I really don't like to leave this powder on for too long because I do have dry skin. Like I said, I know how to manipulate it in a way that, you know, I can add powder on it. Using my Morphe E3, I just am dusting off any additional powder we have on the face, dusting it and kind of like rubbing it into the skin as well. I'm a really big fan of the padding situation because you never know, if you do a swipe that's too rough, especially if you have dry skin, you are going to get that cakey look. So that's why I'm a very, very, very big fan of the padding situation. To contour, I have been absolutely loving the new Marc Jacobs bronzer. And I feel like this bronzer has a slight cool tone to it compared to like my MAC Give Me Sun. I'll show you guys. Like, you know, the MAC Give Me Sun has more of like a bronziness going on to it. It has more of like that warm undertone, whereas this bronzer I feel like is more cool tone. So I like a cool tone situation for contouring. Also, this is the shade 104 Tantastic, and I forgot to tell you guys my Dior foundation shade. It's 025. I probably will have to go 2 shades darker for the summer months now, so I'm around 025. So I am going to pick this angled brush. It's a Kylie Cosmetics brush, and I am going to start chiseling out my cheeks like so. I really like angled brushes to contour and to apply blush because I feel like it just really gets in there and chisels things out. And with blush, I feel like it's really easy for me to get like the apples of my cheeks with an angled brush. And then doing the same thing over here. And again, you guys, I low-key apply any type of contour bronzer a little bit higher than I normally would, you know, not specifically in the hollows of my cheeks. And that's just to prevent from it getting muddy. So if you are someone who has like a muddier contour or doesn't have like a contour that they're really satisfied with, try going a couple of, I don't even know, like centimeters above where your hollows of your cheeks are, and you'll be so happy. Like, it literally changed my game for me. And again, of course, gotta contour that double chin, okay? And then I get my forehead as well. And even with the forehead, I feel like I do kind of like padding. I don't know, I'm just a patter. I don't know. We also have to snatch our noses, and I use the JD Weighty X Luxie collab. For me, I really like to focus on narrowing out the bottom end of my nose. I know some people like to really go slim in here, but I'm actually really happy with the way that my nose looks. And it is my natural nose, so don't even try to throw me shade. And I just more or less like to slim this portion out. So I do that by kind of focusing it more inland here and cutting off the tip of the nose. So right now my nose contour looks very, very harsh. I'm looking in my monitor. So what I do to clean it up is take my fluffy brush again, my E3, and I tap it on my nose. We have a lot of tapping and patting going on, y'all. And this kind of helps blend it out and give it more of like a seamless look, not necessarily a, hey, my nose is contoured look. You know what I mean? Now, just so you guys understand, because I know there's probably going to be so many people in the comments that are like, this is so much makeup, like, oh my god. If you are someone who doesn't like to wear a lot of makeup, please go and check out my everyday makeup tutorial. This is for when I really, really want to go full glam, hotsy-totsy, night on the town, going to the Abbey in West Hollywood look, okay? By the way, that's like my my favorite place now. I'm like obsessed with it. I recently discovered it thanks to Alex Faction, and I'm obsessed and literally want to go there every single day. God, why can't my hair just look so cute messy? Why does it have to look like awful? You know who has the cutest like messy bun? Is like Nicole Guerrero and Laura Lee. Those two girls are like hair goals when it comes to messy buns. Me, I just look like bing, like Bozo the Clown. Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, as far as this goes, I do like to add a bronzer on top of it because we want to even out that cool tone with a little bronze, a little glow, if you will. So this is my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer, and I am going to go right over where we contoured, and this is really going to just like warm up the face and everything. It's just going to look really flawless. This is like my favorite bronzer. I use this in probably every single video that I film and every makeup look I do. It's just such a good bronzer, you guys, and I haven't really been able to find one that's replacing it yet, you know what I mean? So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And even when I test out new bronzers, I'm like, it is not MAC Give Me Sun. And I'm also gonna get my forehead and going to get a little blending situation going on here. Now, if you are someone who also is like very picky with your contour line, a little trick that you can do is take your beauty blender and kind of chisel her out. I don't like to go all the way down. I just kind of go halfway, and I'll show you what I do to blend it, of course. But this will really help clean it up if you do get a muddiness situation going on. So definitely keep that in mind. Again, big fluffy brush. Go on in and blend it together, and it looks good as new. I'm telling you, every girl needs a big fluffy brush in their lives. Okay, so for highlighter, I like to use cream and powder highlighter. If I don't use that combination, it does not look good on me. I do not get that highlight to the gods. So without further ado, let me show you my secret weapon, my Milk Makeup Lit Cream Highlighter. This, you guys, I literally just got a new one, but like look at how like janky and grangey my old one is. It's completely empty too. I want to do a video on like empties and like products that I love and actually finish because, you know, I do have the honor and the privilege of receiving a lot of makeup every month, so it's not very common that I am finishing products. So when I do finish them, I'm like, damn, that was a good product. But I'm taking my Morphe E8 brush, yes, and I am going to start to set down some cream highlighter. I'm telling you guys, this cream highlighter is life-changing, especially if you are just someone who's looking for a subtle highlighter. This one is beautiful, like on its own, and it also really helps make your powder highlighter pop. I mean, like even just that on its own is like super pretty and subtle. So if you are someone who doesn't really want like a blinding highlight and wants a cream highlight, this is a really great option for you. And I also apply a little bit above the eyebrow because, you know, why not? And then of course, for my highlighter, Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic. I have been using this on my channel forever. I feel like I've been using it now for like almost a year. I don't know, but I'm hitting pan, y'all. I am hitting pan in the center, and that's also a big deal for me. I don't hit pan very often, but I just freaking adore this highlighter so much. It is so pretty. And I like to get the tip of my nose, my chin, above the eyebrows, just ever so slightly. And then I add my blush last. And for blush, you guys, again, I can't stay away from this Jouer blush. This is the Adore Blush Duo, and I use the shade right here, which I believe is called Adore Me, and I just pop that on the apples of my cheeks. And I also like to add a little bit of it under my nose, just for like shits and gigs, and then I apply it on my cheek. For real, I don't know why I apply it under my nose. I just feel like it just looks cute. You get like a little like rosiness going on, but not too much. Obviously, we're not trying to look like Rudolph, but like you get what I'm saying. And then I'm just going to apply a velvet lipstick from Kylie Cosmetics. This is called Boy Bye. I love Kylie's velvets. And then for mascara, I'm gonna be going in with the Maneater mascara from Tarte. I've really just been loving rocking my natural lashes with like a full face of makeup. I don't know, I feel like that's my ish right now. It's like my summer ish. And this right here, you guys, is my updated foundation routine. a little updated contour routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you want me to do more videos like this, kind of bringing it back to old school makeup. I really had a fun time filming this for you guys. It's been a minute since I've sat down and like explained things, I feel like. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe down below. Hunty, hello. Be a part of the How You Doing fam. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Baby hairs and all.